Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored to have with us a leader who is directly driving the state's mission towards human capital development and industrial readiness. He is a visionary architect guiding the state's mandate on medical excellence and futuristic skill development, ensuring Karnataka's workforce is not just industry ready, but globally competitive. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a resounding round of applause for our chief guest this evening, Dr. Sharan Prakash Patil, Honorable Minister for Medical Education and Skill Development, Government of Karnataka. Sir, namaskara, please.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿವಾನ್. Mr. B.V. Naidu, the guest of honor, Raghuveer Srinivasan, editor of the Hindu Businessline, and all the panelists who are heading both the sessions, and all the other invitees who have gathered here. It is definitely a great pleasure to be here amongst you. And the question we need to ask ourselves, can Bangalore build the next generation of Indian MSME? I think that's what we are here for. Bangalore's legacy was built on science and not just startups. We need to remember that. Bangalore's success did not begin with IT. It began with decades earlier like Indian Institute of Science, BEL, DRDO, ISRO, and a culture that respected science, engineering, and manufacturing. And even the Bangalore had, and our leaders had a foresight for having established so many professional engineering and medical colleges back in 60s and 70s. The foresight of our leaders, allowing the private sector to cater for the needs of not only the state but the entire country, and setting up so many engineering colleges and medical colleges across Karnataka. Today, Bangalore is the Silicon City of the country, and today I am proud to say we lead the country in the field of medical education as well, with the highest number of medical colleges, with highest number of medical seats, with highest number of nursing colleges, allied health sciences colleges, paramedical colleges. We are the leaders because it is the effort and foresight of our leaders who had allowed this professional courses to be flourished in the state. The next step should belong to MSME. The global companies are diversifying their supply chains, and India has a historic opportunity. But the real winners will not merely assemble products. They will design them, manufacture them, and own the intellectual property. That is where MSMEs become critical. We should move from made in India, make in India, to designed, engineered, and owned in India. Bangalore is India's innovation capital, but manufacturing must go alongside with software. Today's Bangalore's lead in GCC, startups, aerospace, electronics, deep tech, and biotechnology. But these industries depend on thousands of MSMEs. Every global company that comes here needs suppliers, precision manufacturers, component makers, and engineering firms. Strengthening MSME strengthens the entire ecosystem. MSMEs still face structural bottlenecks. Entrepreneurs repeatedly highlight the same issue: access to affordable finance, delayed payments, industrial land availability, urban logistics, rising rentals, infrastructure bottlenecks, and companies' burden. Reducing friction is more valuable than creating another subsidy. Government's role is to make entrepreneurship easier. Skills and not labor will determine the competitiveness. India has but demographics alone are not enough. The future belongs to workers skilled in AI, robotics, electronic manufacturing, semiconductor design, precision manufacturing, and automation and industrial software. Every MSME will become a technology company in some form. AI is not just replacing jobs, it is changing every job around the world. Companies are restructuring as AI transforms work. Routine coding, documentation, and repetitive tasks are increasingly automated. The challenge before the government is not simply job creation but job transition. We must prepare today's workforce for tomorrow's economy. Karnataka wants to lead AI skilling. The state's goal is very clear. Every student, every engineer, every technician and entrepreneur should have access to AI and digital skills. AI should not remain confined to software companies. Manufacturing MSMEs, healthcare, agriculture and logistics must also have AI enableness. The biggest risk is not AI replacing people. The biggest risk is people not learning AI. And what is Government of Karnataka doing in this regard? I would like to say that we are already planned and we have already floated an expression of interest to establish Center of Excellence in AI in 4 places in the states. In the beginning, we are doing it in Kalburgi and we are doing it in Koppal. And in future, we are planning to do it in Mysore, Bangalore and Belgaum as well. MSMEs must own technology and intellectual property too. Many Indian firms remain contract manufacturers. The next leap is creating patents, products, platforms, proprietary technology and global brands. Value creation increasingly come from IP and not just production. Government, academia and industry must work together to help MSMEs innovate. That's what we are trying to do. The Bangalore's greatest strength is collaboration. We need to establish world-class universities, research institutes, global corporations, help startup and manufacturing capabilities. The opportunity now is to connect the ecosystem more deeply with the MSMEs. Innovation should not remain inside large companies. It should flow into the smaller enterprise as well. The question is no longer whether Bangalore will remain India's technology capital. The real question is, can Bangalore become city where India's next generation of globally competitive MSMEs can be built? And my government, I can say with confidence, and my Chief Minister is for this. And my department and my government is always with you. We are always there to support you. And the focus of my skill development department is to skill our youngsters, which in future technologies, I think MSMEs have a great role. Today, the country's biggest challenge what we are facing is unemployment. But in the meantime, the biggest hurdle what we are finding is the skill gap. I think we need to work together. Government itself or the academia, we can't work in silos. We need your feedback. We need your inputs. What exact skill you need in your MSMEs? My government and my department is ready to hear you out and provide all the skill upgradation, reskilling, upskilling what is required by the MSMEs, and we are always there to support you. And we also, now my department has taken some initiations in industrial linkages and future skills. We have invited an expression of interest. I extend it to all the MSMEs here. You can participate. What we have worked out is like any industry or MSME which is coming forward and telling that I need so many skilled people, then I am ready to train them at my cost. So you need to tell us, and we will provide the platform as well. You need to tell us what exact skill you want and what the number you want. And I have a huge data of all the available candidates. You can pick and choose from them and say, I want this set of skills. I will train them, and I'll pay the training cost, and so that the challenge what you're facing in human resource is met. Government is ready to facilitate this, and my department is ready to do that. So I hope today's deliberation will definitely help the MSMEs which have come here, and also set another goal for the Bangalore to achieve in the coming days. Thank you, and also appreciate Businessline, Hindu Businessline, for taking this initiative, doing it every year, and so that creating a platform for everybody to connect and grow. Thank you.